Hello guys, I'm Sodor Films aka Malachy here, and here we are with another new episode of Malachy's Trains. For this episode, we are taking a look at my go at a replica of the Reverend W. Awdry's model of duck that I made. So, let's get started. Since we're talking about Awdry's model of duck, I will not be going through the history of duck in the Railway series or Thomas and Friends. Not sure about his brief appearance in All Engines Go, as that show is pretty much its own thing. As you may or may not know, the model that Awdry used for Duck is a Great Western pannier tank engine from Gatey Models that he bought as a spare in 1949. When he first tried it out, the wheels weren't quite round and gave him a waddling gait. Awdry's children gave it the name Duck ever since. It was later retired in 1979 due to lack of spares and was replaced by the Hornby GWR57XX, but it failed at an exhibition in 1982 and got replaced by a 57XX from mainline railways. However, we don't have any photos of Duck Mark II and Mark III, although Awdry's first Duck is now owned by the Tallinn Railway. I did also thought about using a Hornby pannier to make a model of Duck if I was unable to get the accurate scale model of the real 5741 when it gets released. In order to make my replica of Awdry's first model of Duck, I bought a Gatey Models pannier off of eBay, although as soon as it arrived I soon learned that it doesn't work on AA track and it was free rail. I did get a free rail set for my 22nd birthday, so I am going to be using that. And I also wrote the script before my 22nd birthday. Although if there was one thing I learned from this is check before you go ahead and purchase it. After it arrived, I begun painting it. I also didn't actually use primer, as seen in my photo of my updated Trackmaster Albert. For the green paint, I used some dark green paint that I got from Hobbycraft, as well as some new red paint that I also got from there that I used to repaint the buffers. Like what Caleb Train did with his model of Duck, I also used Clifford's Waterslide GWR water slides for the lettering. I did also use a scissor to cut out some of them, as my dad didn't really trust me to use the cutting knife on my own that I mainly use for transfers on my own models while he's out. After I bought the transfers, the next thing I needed to do was to get the 5741 number plates from Fox Transfers, as well as the first thing I bought from that site. I also had to make sure that when gluing the number plate down, to not let any glue go anywhere, although you can see some of it on the cab. Aside from that, I think it looks great. I also finished my free rail model of Duck before I got the Hornby Duplo set, but now that I have it, let's do some clips of Duck running around the track, shall we? So that covers how I made my try at replicating Awdry's model of Duck. Thank you all for watching, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye, folks.